Welcome back, Truth Soldiers. We're about to see 100% proof that these so-called astronauts are being deceptive. We've already looked at it with their flight path, but this is something definitive that you can put to the test using their own math. And I am thankful that this was pointed out to me because I didn't think about this until I watched a video by Dave Weiss, who was talking about the scale issue with the astronauts, who, if you didn't know, if you haven't kept up with this, which I don't blame you, it's a lot of fakery and nonsense, but they were claiming to witness a solar eclipse that occurred only from their perspective as they passed behind the moon at a distance from the moon of about 4,000 miles. And you can see here they were wearing the eclipse glasses, smiling for their selfie while not giving us videos of any of this stuff. And there's the eclipsed moon right here. This is their photo, nasa.gov. You can see the website right here. This is not a website that any of us have made. It's their own website, and the corona from the sun is visible very far beyond the moon here, similar to how when we view eclipses from Earth, we see a corona. Well, this seems good to the average person who's not really paying attention or doing any math using the globe model, but thankfully, our Father has awakened many truth soldiers who are using their math against them. And Dave Weiss did a video about this and how big the sun would be compared to the moon. And we'll go over all that in just a second. But that is where I got my inspiration to actually check his math and see if he is right. I'm not one of those people who likes to share something that others are sharing in the community without checking it first, because sometimes we've been wrong with calculations. I've been wrong, and it's good to double check the numbers. And so he actually was 100% correct with his math using the globe math. And it's something that most people don't think about because we're fed the lie that although the sun is 400 times wider than the moon, it appears to be the same exact size as the moon because it is 400 times further by some miracle caused by a Big Bang explosion. And so, with those numbers that they have given us, the sun being, 92 plus million miles away, depending on the time of year, and the moon being about a quarter of a million miles away, that just happenstance, their sizes look the same. That's according to their math. Now, using this exact same concept, with them now being, instead of 250,000 miles away from the moon, being a mere 4,000 miles away, how would that affect this size difference? Well, there's math you can do. And if you go to Google and ask Google how large the sun should be compared to the moon at this distance, it will even tell you it's about 58 to 59 times larger than the sun in the sky if you're that close to the moon, or in space, I guess they should say, because you're not looking at the sky anymore. And so the yellow dot you see right here, that is how large the sun would look compared to the moon from their perspective. And yet, they captured a photo like this, where you see a corona, massive, more than probably the diameter of the moon, extending outwards, which, again, if you're on Earth, that might be normal. However, here is that corona as seen from Earth, allegedly. And if you shrink that down to be the size of that little dot that would be the size of the sun at those distances compared to the moon, that is never going to leave a corona that extends anywhere near the outer edges of the moon. But the astronauts were quoted as saying that they saw the corona around the moon and the earth shine lighting up the outer edge here. When we witness these eclipses, guys, the sun's over our head. The earth is shining back on the moon, and we have never witnessed earth shine on the moon. No one's filmed that ever, that I have ever seen. And people have tried, and I've witnessed several of these, and never once have I ever seen earth shine on the moon at all. And so they're claiming that that's what they're seeing here because they're in space and they are wearing their glasses and only taking photos. They didn't get any video of this whatsoever. And so this definitely destroys their lie extremely easily. You don't even have to try that hard. Just look at the math. You can go to Google and ask the question like I did. And right here it says from a distance of 4,000 miles from the moon would appear to be roughly 58 times larger than the sun in the sky. And so that is Google. They even show you the formula here. So you don't have to take their word for it. Do the math. See if you can get the same ratio there. And here is their own graphic. Look at that little yellow dot. That's the sun right there. That's where I got my scale and size from using Google. This is not a flat Earth website. This is Google here. They censor that information. And so right here, I'm going to bring you back to Dave's video. So you can see the astronauts are confirming in their own words that they saw the corona from space around the moon. Check this out.
And we saw sites, Oriental sites that no human has ever seen before, not even in Apollo, and that was amazing for us. And then the surprise of the day, we just came out of an eclipse where the sun, moon, and the entire dark moon about that big right out the window that we were watching. We could see the corona of the sun. And then we could see the planet train line up, and at Mars, and all of us commented how excited we are to watch this nation and this planet become a two-planet species.
A two-planet species. So the moon is now a planet. Okay. But they said they saw the corona around the moon. So he's saying that. And you have these 4 people. 2 of these 4 could be doing videos and pictures while the other 2 are cheerleading. But you have somebody taking pictures, 4 of them wearing Eclipse glasses for no reason, because there would be no ring around the moon. You could literally just see the moon and that's it, and it would be black. You would not be seeing any corona. And so they said that there, but they also said it again. I want to make sure you know, every now and again people say you're misquoting them. And so here is another example of them saying that on the news to CBS here.
The sun has gone behind the moon, and the corona is still visible, and it's bright, and it creates a halo almost around the entire moon. But when you get
It's bright and it creates a halo almost around the entire moon. And so that was from the astronauts there pretending to be viewing a total solar eclipse, and they act like it surprised them. I thought you knew about this journey. How can that surprise you? How well did they train you if you're going on this journey and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I didn't expect to see a solar eclipse? You think you would be expecting these things. They would have been briefing you like, hey, at this time, you're going to be witnessing the eclipse. Be ready. Have your cameras ready. Film this. Nobody's ever seen this before. I want to catch it on film. I can't find any videos of that event whatsoever. Just the pictures on their website. And there's just a few of them. And so you can see there's also anomalies that happen with this. If you adjust the levels, which I'll share at the end of this video, you can even see stars through the moon. They appear when you adjust the levels. Maybe not in this particular picture, but it's one of the pictures that's very similar to this. And so there's lots of inconsistencies with these so-called Artemis missions, which we've talked about before, are evil because the people in the Bible actually mentioned in the book of Acts were worshiping a false god, and that false god was the deity known as Artemis, which in some translations is called Diana. And so that is not a coincidence. And like we've said before, many times, you see that the Great Seal that they chose to put on our dollar is based on the reign of Saturn, as well as Artemis and Apollo and all of these deities working together. So it's not a coincidence that we have those 3 deities being used for their fake moon missions. And as much as we have tried to warn people that this stuff is dark, there's so many out there who aren't seeing it. And so it's important that we use their math against them and show people how it is they lie, because it's nothing to take lightly that they are smiling and happy and getting billions of dollars while deceiving children worldwide. They are a part of a lie that goes against our Father's provable truth of creation. And we need to do everything we can to create a strong foundation for our loved ones and our children that is based on the words of our Father, His truth of creation. The scriptures we've read are not a fairy tale. They are coming true as we speak, and we need to be ready for what's to come. And so their lies being exposed thanks to people out there that are doing the math and thinking of things and sharing things. Just make sure you're checking your sources and you're not sharing AI imagery that some AI Facebook page is posting about this launch. Because there's a lot of AI sites that look credible posting about this stuff, and they're just using AI imagery. It's almost like Operation Mockingbird has just hired all of these AI sites to just post this stuff, because I'm seeing it all the time when I logged in to my Facebook page. And so this is something I wanted to share briefly because it should be something easy for most people to understand. A little sun like this is not going to cast a corona way out here. And so that's it. That's all I wanted to share for now. There's, of course, more fakery and fraud out there, but this is to hopefully wake up someone who thinks that they were really filming this stuff. And anyone who doubts that we are telling the truth when we tell you they did not go around the moon. The moon and the sun are both within the firmament. Our Father put them there on day 4 of creation within a structure that he spent an entire day, day 2 of creation, making. It wasn't atmosphere. It wasn't a temporary ice barrier. It is going to part according to his son and the prophets. It's going to part like a scroll. Isaiah and John both confirm that. Two solid witnesses that the heavens will part like a scroll. Just go to Bible Gateway and type in the word scroll. You'll see that that's the case. It pops up twice in most translations, and it's with the heavens parting, and that's how they're going to part, like a scroll. And so you guys be ready for that parting like a scroll event. It's going to be happening sooner than we can imagine. Time is beginning to speed up, I feel. It's faster than I've ever experienced it in my life, and it might just be because I'm getting older, but I'm hearing a lot of other people saying the same thing. And so we need to be ready. The kingdom is at hand, and we need to be prepared to meet the one who made the firmament and not put our trust in man.